I asked you guys on my community post what video would you want to see next on the channel, and most answers were that you wanted to see a video on how to buy cryptos and precious metals from Europe. So today, that's exactly what we're gonna do. By the way, did you see the new logo on the channel? Stoink. Okay, so today I'm going to present you 3 ways for you to invest into cryptocurrencies and precious metals from Europe. So the 3 apps that I'm going to show you today to buy cryptos and precious metals from Europe are Coinbase, Kraken, and Bitpanda. These are the 3 apps that I'm going to speak about today. We're going to go through a little bit more detail about like fees, for example, the security and all that. So let's just jump into it. Starting with Coinbase. It has been operating since 2013, which for a crypto app is pretty old, right? It's actually one of the first apps that you could use to actually exchange cryptocurrencies, invest into them and all that stuff. So that's pretty cool. They had a lot of expertise because they've been in the business for 8 years, which, as I said before, for cryptos, it's a pretty long time. And actually one of the most used platform in the world to buy cryptocurrencies, not only in Europe, they operate in so many different countries. They are pretty much a pioneer or even a leader when it comes to cryptos in the entire world. The second app is called Kraken. It's been here since 2011, so even older than Coinbase, right? I just said it was pretty old for Coinbase, but Kraken 2011, they have been here for 10 years. 10 years in the crypto world is like 20 billion years for the human race. So these guys know what they're talking about. They've been here before Coinbase. They really had time to build the platform, improve on it. And right now, I really believe that Kraken is also one great way for you to invest into cryptos, at least from Europe. The last app that I'm going to speak about is called Bitpanda, as I said before. And this is the newest app out of the 3 that I'm going to present today. They've been out since 2014, since it's not really that long ago, since we look at Coinbase that was in 2013. So really they are in pretty much the same league as these 2 apps. They're not used as much as the other 2 apps because it offers less countries in which you can invest into it. And right now we're gonna go into what are the points that are interesting about these 3 apps. Oh wait guys, I actually forgot to tell you there's a 4th app in this list today that's called smashing the like button. So yeah, if you want to download it, you know, just do it. So when it comes to cryptos, there's this one aspect that is super important, that is the security. Of course, these are not really regulated assets. You know, cryptos is one of the newest and riskiest assets you can own. So of course, it's not regulated as much as other things such as the stock market, for example. So when we find these apps, one really important thing about them is that they have to be really secured. Coinbase, to start with, for example, has 98% of their wallets that is stored in what's called a cold storage. So what a cold storage actually is when a company, for example, Coinbase, owns a lot of cryptocurrencies, what they can do to secure them is to own these assets, but in what we call cold storage, that are like, for example, a hard drive. They are stored in offline servers. This way, if there's someone that's trying to hack the system and get all the cryptos, they just can't do it. It's literally impossible because the servers are not even on. So that's really important, and that's what you guys should look for when you go into an app. They have to own a lot of the assets into cold storage for cryptocurrencies, because otherwise it's so easy for someone to just pick them up when they are available online. And when they are offline in cold storage, that's the best way to protect your cryptos. And in Coinbase, as I said before, 98% of the cryptos are owned in cold storage, so that's really good. Same thing with Kraken, except they don't have 98% of the assets in cold storage, but about 95%, which is still great. They have a little bit more risk management into their business because, well, 5% of the cryptos available is really not that big, but it's still way bigger than the one with Coinbase. The Kraken, on the other hand, has a really strange way of keeping your assets safe. They are guarded with armed guards. Like, I'm not even kidding, there are people with assault rifle in front of the servers that are taking care of them. So since you can't access all of the assets via online, the only way for you to actually get these cryptos is to physically get the servers. But if you want to do this, good luck. And lastly, with Bitpanda, they have pretty much the same kind of system with cold storages, except that they don't publicly say how much of a percentage they keep in cold storage, which is kind of a shame, and that can scare people off because people want to have all the data about how the security is working for them. So that's the downside with Bitpanda. We're gonna see a little bit later on that Bitpanda actually has some offers that are interesting about the app, but when it comes to security, we don't know about the percentage of cold storage wallets. Now, to go back to Coinbase, well, there's something really good that they're doing right now with the assets, is that everything is stored in custodial bank accounts, which means that if Coinbase had a problem and they go bankrupt, right, in just 1 second, boom, they go down. what's cool is that these assets are still held by the bank accounts. So you can get your assets back even if Coinbase goes down. So that's a great way also to secure your assets. So if you are really scared about losing cryptos or someone hacking them, well, Coinbase is a really good choice when it comes to that. And we don't have a lot of information on Bitpanda and how they are stored actually, their servers, how they're secured and all that stuff. As I said before, they are not as transparent as the two other apps, which can be a bummer for some people that are really on security. But if you really don't care about how they secure your assets, Bitpanda is still here. Now, depending on which platform you're using, of course, you're gonna have to pay fees. And that's the biggest downside, in my opinion, when it comes to crypto investing. You have some pretty high fees when you're buying, when you're selling, and when you're holding even sometimes. So let's start with Coinbase that has a 1.39% buy and sell fee, which in my opinion is ridiculous. That's a super high amount of fees that you're gonna have to pay. And keep in mind, when I say 1.39%, it's when you buy and when you sell, not for both. So you're gonna have to pay twice 1.39% if you buy and sell a crypto, which in my opinion, as I said before, is just ridiculous and that's way too high. And also you have the options on buying instantly on Coinbase, which is gonna cost you even more money with 3.49%. So I would really not recommend doing that with Coinbase. And actually, you can switch to what's called Coinbase Pro when you are on it. I don't think it's a paid premium, but you're actually gonna save up on a lot of fees. So maybe I'm gonna make a video once about this, but yeah, if you switch to Coinbase Pro, you're gonna have less fees. And also the only good thing about the regular option, in my opinion, for Coinbase is that if you do a bank transfer, there is no fees, which is great because if you're already paying 1.39% here and there, and you still have to pay to withdraw money and deposit money, well, at least with bank accounts, you don't have to do that, which is cool. But that should be like the same thing for everything, no fees on everything. That's what we like. Now about Kraken. Kraken is way different than Coinbase when it comes to fees, because when you buy and when you sell, Coinbase was 1.39% and Kraken is 0%, which in my opinion is one of the biggest strengths of Kraken, because yeah, you just don't pay fees when you buy and sell. So if you want to trade a lot of cryptos every single day, Kraken might be a better option for you. But watch out, because every time you're gonna deposit money onto Kraken, you're gonna have to pay a 3.75% fee, which is high. As I said before, that's a really high amount of money you're gonna have to pay every time, but I guess that's the price you have to pay to buy cryptos. And with Bitpanda, lastly, it's a different system than the two first, because you're gonna have to pay fees depending on how much volume of cryptos you're actually buying. And I believe that the more you buy, the less fees you're gonna have to pay. So that's a pretty cool system if you have a big portfolio. If you don't, well, of course, that's not gonna be as good as a big portfolio, but yeah, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm gonna put everything on screen if you want to see the fees right here, or in the description down below, you can go and watch them for yourself. So why is Bitpanda included into this list if the two others seem so great compared to them? Because they are way more transparent, they have some different kind of fees that might be better in some cases, but Bitpanda is the only one of these three apps that actually allow you to buy precious metals like silver, gold, platinum, and every other precious metals. So if you are interested into buying precious metals, I will highly recommend going on Bitpanda, because the other ones just don't have it, and I don't know any other platforms that allow you to do so that don't have really high fees. But if you want to choose between Coinbase and Kraken, well, that's gonna be tough because they are pretty similar. They are both really trustworthy. But for example, if you want to buy and sell a lot, maybe Kraken is better because there is no fees on that. And if you want to hold long term, maybe Coinbase could be better. So if you guys are new to the channel, here we speak about personal finance, making money, saving money, and enjoying money. So of course, if you are interested into this kind of topics, you can subscribe and go and watch this video. That will help you out in your journey too. Or you know what? You can even go and watch this one. Why not, right? Why not? Thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye bye.